Apologies, folks. I just realised I just had a text from Zandy to saying to unmute myself. I'll start again. So it's a bit of an appeal, really. We've spoken to the police today and passed with them more information that we've managed to get locally, and they've approved that I can share what I'm about to share with them, with everybody, in an attempt to, ultimately the police have limited resources, and I'm hoping that locally people can maybe help. So, for those of you who don't know, our car was firebombed on Saturday evening at 10 past 10, right next to our house on our drive, and the result of it was this. This was the car the day after. And yeah, I mean, we were lucky, really, to be honest, because one of the back seats was down, and luckily, the next door neighbours to us is a post office, and they had a commercial grade fire extinguisher, and within a minute we're helping to put it out. So that's just after a minute of it going up. If we hadn't have had the commercial grade, we had a very small one ourselves, but if we hadn't have had the commercial grade fire extinguisher that the neighbours helped get, we would have had a very different situation, because it took about 12 minutes for the fire brigade to turn up, and ultimately the car with a full tank of diesel would have I'm sure exploded, because we wouldn't have had any real way of putting it out. That was the result of the car, and yeah, pretty bad. We do have some clues. There was a screwdriver dropped, which the police forensics now have. The screwdriver was dropped at the right next to where the actual petrol can was dropped, right at the side as well. The perpetrators knew we'd got outdoor lights, two big outdoor lights on the front, and actually leaned over the post office wall to smash into the car in an effort to not put the fluorescent floodlights on. Not fluorescent, you know what I mean, the floodlights. So the screwdriver is with the police, but also what we have is we have this petrol can, which was in the car. Now, again, we're lucky that the whole thing didn't go up, and if it, as I say, it wasn't so for the swift even action of our next door neighbours, then there wouldn't have been any petrol can there. There wouldn't have been any car there. And as I say, I hate to think of that car exploding with a full tank of diesel so close to the house. But this is the petrol can that was there. It's quite a distinctive petrol can in that I don't know much about petrol cans, but that petrol can design there is not. I don't really know much about petrol cans, but this is the petrol can anyway that was left in the car. So, in addition to that, we do have some CCTV out. This CCTV, without zooming in, is not great, but actually I'm able to zoom in without on my computer, and I wanted to share the CCTV. So this is the area to watch. There you can just see, and I'm going to try and get it edited to where you can just see above the car 3 people at 9 minutes past walking past, and the first person that walks past up here is the one with the petrol can. And so that was 9 minutes 40 seconds passed, and then within a minute, you can again and again, it needs zooming in really to be able to see this properly. You need to be able to zoom into this top right hand area above the neighbour's car, and then within a minute or so, you can see people, 3 people running away. There again, not great. 3 people were running away there, and then 3 seconds after, you see car lights come on, and there's the car lights there. So that they were parked just up the road. 3 seconds if you're running. There's a care home where we live 5 doors down, and I think they were parked there. And then you can see the lights come on 3 seconds after you see them running by, and then a small light coloured car. Now again, I can get this blown up and enhanced or whatever. If anybody knows what that car could be, it's a small light coloured car. Again, not great to see on this video, but that's the car there, and as I say, that must have been parked just up the road. It's a small light coloured car. Now, as it happened, the guy next door was bringing his van onto his driveway. He was just coming out to do it as they were doing this. They were all wearing hoodies, medium build people, all wearing hoodies. So the guy next door saw them, and also we were waiting for pizza to be delivered, and the pizza delivery driver happened to be so I'm getting messages. The guy in the pizza delivery guy was pulling up to near us to deliver the pizza as they were going away. I think it's smaller than a Nissan Duke, Chris. Again, if anybody knows anybody that can play around with this video to just get it zoomed into the top car area. When I zoom in, and I don't think this will work, I don't know enough about video to just zoom it into to the top area here. When I do it now, which I'm doing on my screen, you can see it a lot better. So yeah, you've basically got the 3 guys casually walking past, and then a minute later, as I say, the guy that was at the front was the one with the petrol can. So yeah, and then as I say, you can see them running off just over a minute later. It didn't take long at all for them to do it, and then the car 3 seconds later was speeding off. If anybody's got the skills to digitally enhance this and just cut out the top where the car is, let me know, please. As I say, there you can see, and then afterwards all hell broke loose and there was people stopping and what have you. But ultimately, like I say, as a result of this, for those of you who didn't see it earlier, this was the result of the car. And as I say, we're just very lucky that the fire got put out quite quickly. So yeah, as I say, it's a small car, a light coloured small car. Don't know really any more than that, but if anybody's got suggestions, let me know. And as I say, the petrol can, let me just show again for people that, sorry if you've seen this before, the petrol can that was left on the back seat was was like this. As I say, the police have a um, screwdriver in their possession, and yeah, and look, guys, you know, nobody wants this. This is not what my life's about. It was definitely targeted. As I say, they pulled up down the road, up the road, and and did this. And 20 foot away from where we were sitting in the lounge waiting for our pizza to be delivered. And my son was here, and my partner Gabby was here, and they're both very traumatized by it. It could have been so much worse. And at the end of the day, what's the world coming to when somebody does this? Um, so, if anybody has any information, we we know because of the direction that the car pulled in, went down to, that they because the eye, that's another thing. The eyewitness saw. There's another eyewitness that saw two things. One of them had a beard. One of them definitely had a beard. Two independent eyewitnesses confirm one of them had a beard, and we suspect they turned right towards Conkers. So for anybody that knows the area, if you come down Ashby Road, past the post office on the left, at the little mini roundabout, they turn right towards Swaddling Coat and Conkers and what have you. And that's what we know. We are going to independently go to the garages en route towards Swaddling Coat to see if by chance anybody bought petrol, um, you know, in the run up to this. So yeah, and we'll see. And I'm waiting for the care home to get us CCTV if they've got it, because I'm pretty confident the car parked pretty much opposite the care home and they have CCTV in, of course. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'd appreciate your help. As I say, the reality is the police have limited resources. I'm not entirely sure what they'll be able to do. I hope there's something on the screwdriver that was left. Ultimately, it's horrible. It's traumatic for my family, and nobody needs this in their lives. Plus, in addition, all the extra, the financial impact of it, the insurance company dealing with it, having not having the car is a big thing. You know, it wasn't anything flashy, but it was a nice car. Um, just horrible, you know. So we all we can do is put it out there and see what we can do. Um, it's a light coloured small car. That's all I know. I'm not that up on cars, um, but yeah. Let's check some comments before I go. Yeah, Carl Ford, it is hard to see in that footage. Like I said, Carl, when I zoom it in on my computer, but I don't know, I know how to do a lot of stuff on computers, but I'm not very good with video. And I need to be able to find somebody that can just cut out the bit and blow it up. And when I've done that on my screen, but I don't know how to save it to do it, you can see, um, you can see three people casually walking down. A minute later, them running off, and then 3 seconds later, car lights coming on. I'll show the car again, best I can. I will do that. 1 second. Somebody asked to see the car again. Let's see where we're at. So that's the car pulling off. One second, guys. A bit backwards there. So they're running there. They're running back now. 1, 2, 3, and then the lights come on, and that we've got. And again, you can't see it very well. I realise, guys, you can't see that very well. If I look at it, to me, it looks like a small light coloured car. But again, there's people that know a hell of a lot more about these things than I do. We might be able to say what kind of car it was, which would at least help. Again, um, I if anybody can help get this edited and cropped down a little bit, that would help. I'll just play the whole video for people to watch it. To me, I don't know what it looks like. I think it's got a light on the top. But again, I'm looking at it kind of zoomed in on the screen, so it's a bit easier. But anyway, that's that on there. I'll find somebody to see if they can help me with enhancing it and whatever. Um, right, I've got a lot of comments coming in. So thank you to everybody that's watching. Let's. I'll catch up on the comments, and again, thanks for everybody tuning in. We've got 100 odd people tuning in, so I appreciate it. Mickey Hessian, I'm well as well. It can be expected. Thanks. Daza Daza, I believe in karma goes around, comes around. I completely agree. Daza Daza, Citroen C1 Peugeot 107 looks to me looks like a Fiat 500. You said that. I don't know who said it. It's not showing me, but it looks like a Fiat 500. Could be a Nissan Juke, Citroen C1. Somebody said. I work for BMW, and it looks like a Mini Countryman. Fiat 500 again. If you Photoshop the car as it drives past, send it me, and I'll have a close look for you. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. Chris Law, scumbags indeed they are. Daza Daza Toyota Ego. Can't share. I'll get. It'll be able to share it as soon as I've come off this broadcast, guys. John Jones, have you tried the local CCTV station, petrol stations for CCTV? Yeah, we're going to do that. Thank you, John. Peugeot 106 looks like a C3 or C4. Someone who knows where you live, mate. You've only just moved in. I have only just moved in a couple of months ago. Not many people know where I live. Fabian's just zoomed in and he's messaged me. Thanks. I'll hit you up. White Vauxhall Corsa, somebody says. Bottom number plate right at bottom. Mini Countryman has this. Looks like a Vauxhall Adam. Panel beater. Looked on cars all my life. Google one of them cars and let me know what you think. Will do. And yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'll put the video out now to replay. As I say, if anybody was in the Moira Ashby area and saw below this post, and yeah, let's see. It happened. They walked down at 10 past 10, and they left about a minute and 10 seconds later. So it didn't take long at all. But as I said, the basis of it is this petrol can. And I don't know anything about petrol cans, like I said earlier, but it looks pretty unique to me. 3 people, medium build. One of them had a beard, and that's about all we know. And we know they went towards Swadlincote, Conkers area, from the Ashby Road in the Moira area. That's about what we know at the moment. But as I say, let's hope that screwdriver brings something. We'll see. And again, my partner Gabby and Zandy watched them through the window, smashing the window, because of course the car alarm went off, and then the next thing we know, it's on fire. Yeah, the Railway Pub are on the list to check Neil Harvey as well. Thank you. Yeah, we're on that as well. Thanks everybody for watching again and tuning in, and we've had 100 people watch this, so please share it. And I would really like to know what horrible, sick expletives decided that we should do this. So, Um, I haven't checked if they drew past during the day to have a look or anything. No, I haven't, but it might be worth it. As I say, we've only got this one major CCT. We're waiting on a care home and the pub down the road to do it. Thanks for watching, folks. Much appreciated. Please share it. Let's get it out there. You never know. It's got to be worth a try to see what these vile, horrible people. It would be lovely to be able to see who and find out who did it. Thanks for watching, folks. Catch you soon. Much appreciated. Have a good rest of the week 4 of lockdown day. Thanks.